I've got to admit, I absolutely love tropical garden design, and it's inspired me to travel to Asia. Places like Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia and Thailand all have great examples of tropical garden design. But we have them here in Australia too. The top end, of course, Cairns, and over here in Western Australia, Broome. I'm taking you into a garden on the edge of Cable Beach. It's full of inspiration to create that tropical lifestyle environment of your own at home. A classic example is this resort and wedding destination. It's called the Billi, a take on the local Aboriginal name Billinga, which is the name for Cable Beach. It's absolutely stunning. The tropical gardens are primarily derived of plants that have been taken from rainforests. And the challenge for the designer was not just including them, but positioning them correctly, or else they'll take off and the forest will reclaim the gardens. Now, if you really do love the tropical landscape, you'd like to get it at home, there are a lot of plants that you'll find in this garden that I can show you that have universal adaptation. They'll grow in cooler climates as well and give you the same effect. This is the sacred lily of the Incas. It's a stunning plant. The foliage is very much like, say, an agapanthus. The idea with this is you mass plant them in shaded garden beds. They will grow in full sun quite well as well, but the real highlight is through the warm months of the year, you get these amazing flowers. And every day you will get two beautiful white, ornate, spider-like flowers like these. They'll live for one full day, and then the next day you get two brand new ones. Those are the buds coming through, and then the next day, two new ones, and so on, and so on, and so on. Another plant found here commonly is the cycad. There's a huge family of these plants that are some of the oldest surviving plant species on the planet. They do grow in cooler climates in gardens really well, and planting them adds form and structure to a garden. They're slow growing, producing whirls of foliage in flushes every 6 months or so, and most producing trunks at the rate of just 20 centimetres every 10 years or so. One common problem with these is frizzy burning of the foliage. It's a sign of a lack of micronutrients, so make sure your fertiliser has trace elements or rock minerals in it. Now, this has to be one of my all-time favourite tropical plants. It's absolutely sensational, called the croton. Now, look at the foliage colour in these leaves here. You can see the beautiful golds, there's reds, and of course the greens. But they need to be in shade if you want to get lots and lots of colour. If you have them in full sun, they'll go more like this, quite green with the odd gold fleck through them. And it's just one of those unique things about this particular plant. But you do get a lot of varieties, you do get a lot of colour. It's absolutely brilliant outdoors in warmer climates, but if your temperatures get below 5 degrees Celsius during the winter or you get frosts, this is a plant that you grow in pots and you bring them inside during the winter months. If you live in the cooler states, the southern states, and you want to create this kind of effect at home for yourself, now's the time to act. Plant some more mature, exotic plants like the ones that I've shown you today, and they'll get established over the winter months. The key over the next 2 or 3 months is to make sure they get lots of water, regular fertilising, and a little bit of love. And the only thing that you're going to need to do after that is control the jungle.